everyone, welcome to Fashion For You. In this video I'm going to show you how to cut apple cut kurti. Apple cut kurti is having a round ghera unlike the normal kurti which is having a straight slit. In this we cut slit and then we make the corners, like we cut the corners and then we make it in a round way. Apple cut kurti you can make it little short to wear with full patiala, or you can make it long like Pakistani kurtis. This kurti I am going to make long Pakistani kurti. The procedure of making the short apple cut and the long apple cut kurti is exactly same. The thing is only you have to make the length short for the kurtis to wear with patiala. To make the ghera round is little difficult because you have to give a nice finishing to it and make it in a round way. The cutting part is simple because you have to just give it a curve shape and then you have to cut it, but while stitching you have to be very careful to give nice finishing to your apple cut kurti. So this is my kurti. The rest of the things are exactly same as we cut in simple kurti. So if you want to know how to take this measurement, you can go on the link which is showing on the screen, and then you can know how I've marked all these measurements. This is my slit line. I've measured up to slit line. Now I'm going to cut my ghera. The rest thing is exactly same as simple kurti cutting. Now I'll show you how to cut ghera. This is the hem line. This is the final length of my kurti. For apple cut kurtis, you have to take the you have to take only 1 inch more than your ready length. Like if your ready length is 45, then the full length which you'll take for the cutting is 46. Half inch for the hem at the bottom side and half inch for the hem at the shoulder. So I've taken this 47 because the length of my ready kurti is 46 inches. This is slit line. Like my slits will start from here. And this is the final length. Now I have to make the shape. This is 10.5. I'll take 10.5 here because apple cut kurtis are mostly straight. I don't have to increase the width here for my ghera. So the same measurement of slit line I've kept here. That's why when I've doubled it, I've not left extra space here. I've just left 1 inch space here. This is I've folded on 12 inches. Usually when I make straight kurtis, I fold my fabric on 13 inches. Because we don't fold this extra fabric inside, we have to take another bias binding and then we have to attach that bias binding on the round shape, I mean on the full ghera, and then we are going to turn it either inside or outside. That is up to you. So let's come back here. This is 10.5. This is again 10.5. First I'll mark straight line. I've marked a straight line. Take 5 inches from here, as well as take 5 inches from here. This is my stitch line. I'll mark another line which will be my cutting line, half inch from here. This is my stitch line for waist and hip. When I cut this, I'll take 1 inch more. But on the slit line, just take half inch more. So I'm going to join this line with this line. You can see. Usually we take 1.5 inch more or 1 inch, but here I'll take only half inch more on the slit line. Now I'm going to cut this on this line and I'll make a round shape. I've cut this round shape. I've left only half inch space here. Now what I'll do, I'll cut a bias binding which I'll attach on both the sides, on front side as well as on the back side, and then I will stitch together, and that I'll turn inside or outside. That is up to you. If you don't want to make like another color piping or another color broad border kind of thing, then you can cut this same fabric bias binding and then you can attach this on this kurti. If you want to make design, so you can use another color fabric which you can use for piping or make a broad border on the ghera. First I'll cut bias binding. I've cut these bias bindings which I will attach on my ghera. To know how to cut this bias binding, you can go to this link. Here I've shown how to cut this bias binding. Here I've shown you how to cut bias binding. So I've cut this bias binding. Now I'm going to attach this on my ghera. Earlier I had 4 strips. Now I've joined 2 strips and I've made a long strip. 2 long strips I have made for front and back side. Now I'll take my kurti and I'll take this strip. I'll make a thin border, not piping, around ½ inch border. I've turned right side of the kurti inside. So this is right side, it's inside, and this is wrong side. Now this is, my slit is starting from this point. I'll take the strip and I'll place this facing downwards like this. I'll make a stitch line in a round way in the full ghera. After stitching, I'll turn it to the outer side. Make sure to put right side of the strip facing downwards. While stitching in the round shape, you have to pull this strip and it should be tight. For the other side also I'll do in the same way. I've stitched this in a round way, full ghera in both the panels. One more thing you can do. This is, I have joined it from the wrong side because I'll bring this to the other side and make a border. If you want to create piping, then you have to join it from the right side and turn it to the other side like this. Then it will become a piping. But then you have to join it from the front side, from the right side, and then turn it to the other side. But I like borders, so I joined it from the wrong side and then I'll turn it to the right side. So I'll use iron for this. First I'll use iron like this, and then I will fold it like this. if you'll use iron, it would be easy for you to fold it and then stitch. So I'll make a border like this. I've used iron to fold this. See, this has come very neat at the corners. It will come only neat when you will pull the strip while stitching here. Otherwise, you'll get some gatherings here. But if we'll use bias binding and we'll pull it while stitching, we'll get very nice and neat finishing. You can see I've folded it from all the sides, from back also. I've used iron only. Now I'll make a stitch line here. While stitching here, from the start of slit line, I'll fold it like this. I'll make a pointed shape like a triangle. And I will stitch. Here also you have to make this kind of shape. See, apple cut kurti is now ready. You can see the border on the ghera. This is very neat and the round shape is also very clear. No wrinkles here. You can even see from here. Only where this will start, you have to make a triangle shape so that it will look nice.